congrats on getting your very first app up and running. Now it's time to get into Java school. So we got to do a little bit of work to get our environment set up so that we can start learning Java code, but it's not much. So let's go ahead and click on our Android Studio here while we have our, first app up and running. And let's just hit File, New, and we want to do New Module. Okay, so that should bring up a window like this with all these different options. We want to click on Java Library. We'll hit Next, and it's going to say, what do you want to call this? And I'm just going to call this one Learning Java. Okay, you can see how I started with a lowercase and then had an uppercase J at the end there. That's a good name when you're good convention when you're naming libraries is start with a lowercase and have an uppercase for the next word in there, but no spaces. It's called camel case. You'll get used to it. And then for the class name, we want to make sure this starts with a capital, but you see how it says like my class, like it also follows that thing where if you have a new word, you do an uppercase thing. So this isn't crucially important, but I just want to kind of get you used to this flow. This is how a lot of things will work in Java. These are kind of best practices. So we'll leave this as my class. That's totally fine. We'll hit finish here. And now that we've done that, we've added something new to our app. We've added this little library thing that will be great for us to learn this Java language. Because right now with the app that we have, like if we wanted to learn Java, we'd have to, write some code inside of this big messy thing, and we don't really know what this is. We kind of want more of a blank canvas. So you should see off to the side here in your little project window this thing called Learning Java that we just made. And if you click on it inside of Java, com.example, we have this my class which we just created. So we're going to double click on this, and that should open it in this window. And I'm going to X out this stuff to the left here because that was the old thing that we were doing inside of our app. We're actually not going to be running the app from here anymore. So now that we have this, you can see it made this thing called public class, my class. Don't worry, I'm going to talk you through what classes are. That's one of the last parts of Java school, but you'll definitely learn what that is. And then we need to put one more part in here in order for this to run. So just trust me on this. We are going to type PSVM, okay, and then hit enter. Just PSVM, and then this autocomplete thing is going to help us hit enter. And what this does is it creates this main function, and you don't even know what a function is, but this is just what allows our Java code to run. And again, we'll walk through this and you'll understand, okay, I see what's going on here, okay? So we have this function now, and then we're just going to test some code again that I want you to type by faith, and we'll know that this is working. And as soon as we know this is working, this lecture is done and we're on to actually learning things. So just type S-O-U-T, like S out, something like that. We're going to hit enter again. And then inside of here, just do double quotes and say, hello there, or some other type of message that you want to do, okay? So make sure you, again, have double quotes around that, and it's inside of these little parentheses. So your code should look exactly like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to right-click this My Class file, and we're going to So right click if you've got, a mouse that has that. If not, maybe on like a trackpad, if you do the 2-finger click, that's going to show up. But get this menu up usually by right clicking, and then click on this run myclass.main. Okay, so we're gonna click on that. And it might take Android Studio a second for this to get going. You'll see it's kind of doing some things down here, but you should get something like this to pop up. And if it worked, you'll see this white space with whatever message you typed here showing up down here. So if you want to test it again, we could say something like, I'm a dog, okay? And now when we right click, run this, we'll take a second or two, but this should now say, I'm a dog. And you can notice too, let's change this to, instead of I'm a dog, I'm a cat, we can now up here hit run, and this will actually run this code instead of the app that we had before. So you can see a couple seconds later, boom, I'm a cat. And if you ever want to switch back to the app, you can hit this little menu here and go back to the app, but right now we're running my classes, which is where we're doing this Java code. So, okay, that's all I wanted to do here. Let's cut it short. This was just a quick one to get things up and running. The next thing that we're going to learn about is strings and ints.